The Montreal Impact began their 2014 season this week with a game in Texas against FC Dallas.
Yeah, that's right. The team goes into the game with a different look, though. Alessandro Nesta and Davy Arnaud were off-season departures, and manager Marco Schallebaum was replaced by Frank Klopas.
With more insight into this year's edition of the Impact, we pass the ball to Gazette sports writer Herb Zurkowsky.
Well, the challenge for Frank Klopas, obviously, with this team is to remain the head coach of the Impact more than one season. And they've gone through Jesse Marsh, he lasted 1 year, Marco Schallebaum lasted 1 year. Now it's Klopas' turn.
Fisher is the man in the middle. There is Frankie Klopas.
The thing I like about Klopas is he knows the league. He's coached in Chicago for years. He has a 3-year contract, so he has a lot of security there. And good on him, he has an added title. He's the director of player personnel, so he will have some input in who dresses for games and who plays.
Well, Bernier is the assist man. He's got a range of passing. If you stay off him as you do here, he's going to hurt you.
Frank Klopas decided that Patrice Bernier, a midfielder, a veteran midfielder from Brassard, would be the team's new captain, replacing Davy Arnaud. The interesting thing about him is he's a former junior hockey league player who decided that he had more of a future on the pitch than on skates. A guy who broke in with Montreal years and years ago, went to Europe to pursue his career, has now come back, entering his 3rd season. A quiet type of a leader, a guy that might not do much talking in the room, but will lead by example. A guy that has a tremendous work ethic, and I think he will be respected both on the pitch and in the dressing room. Long deserved.
We know where they come from Montreal. It comes generally through the boot of Marco Di Vaio. Wonderful play from Montreal.
Well, Marco Di Vaio, of course, will miss the first 3 games of the season. He's suspended for an incident in the playoffs last season against Houston. So it's going to be tough missing those 3 games for him to score 20 goals again like he did last season. I'm more concerned at his age. He's 37, he'll be 38 this summer. It's going to be tough to score 20 goals again. More than that, every team wants to get off to a quick start, and you wonder where the offense is going to come from in those 3 games, 2 of which are on the road when he's sitting out his suspension.
Montreal take full advantage.
Well, the one thing about Marco Schallebaum, he got them into the playoffs in their 2nd year of existence, so now they're going to be expected to make the playoffs again, potentially make it past the 1st round. The bar is set high. Can they surpass the Alouettes? Look, if I'm the Alouettes, I would be looking over my shoulder. Saputo Stadium is much more accessible than Molson Stadium, and there are a lot more kids playing soccer than football. If I'm the Alouettes, I'm concerned.